Good morning, class. Um, Sorry about yesterday. I want to start off by apologizing. I got home and I got home and I turned on my computer and my internet was gone. So there ended up being a outage in the area, so I wasn't able to get on for our live chat. So I do apologize. Instead, I'll be doing this recording and going over some things that I noticed from week one, and then going over week two. So quickly for week one, thank you for all of those that submitted your discussion boards and that assignment on time. I did see some great work, great flyers for your first assignment, and I also saw a couple of things that I would consider and provide as feedback for students. And so if you were one of those students that didn't get the full points, I provided feedback as to why and how to make your future assignments better. The discussion boards, they went well. I did see several students that went over and above, which was great. I also saw students that failed to respond to two of their classmates. So just as a reminder, make sure that you are responding to two of your classmates. Okay, that's that for week one. I did want to go over week two, and so for week two you have your scenario for week two, which is cyberbullying. So I want you to take a look at that scenario, and we will discuss this for next week. You do have your your counseling theories and techniques lecture here, so make sure you take a look at that. And then we didn't have our collab session, so you won't have to do an alternative assignment. For this week, everybody will not have to do that, okay? So just want to make that very clear. And so for this week, you have your discussion board, and let's go ahead and take a look at that. And for the discussion for this week, I want you to reflect on theories, and more specifically on the theories that you went over on in your EDC 605 class. Some of these are solution focus, narrative therapy, CBT, so on and so forth. So I want you to focus on some of those theories and reflect on them. And then I want you to determine what theories and specific techniques related to those theories would you use in a school-based intervention plan that would help students who have been exposed to trauma. Okay, so that is the main ask. I want you to consider short and long-term sessions, individual and group, and then resources available to your school, okay, or college. And then provide a clear explanation of the theories and techniques you chose and support why you chose that via scholarly citations, okay? So again, you are to reply to two peers, and your initial response should be anywhere from 150 to 300 words in length, okay? Initial response is due Thursday, and responses to your peers are due on Sunday by midnight. All right. Now going into the assignment for this week. Let me go ahead and bring that up here. Okay. So for this week, we are looking at, let me make this a little bigger. You're looking at various theories and techniques that you've learned, okay, and that have been proven to be helpful for students exposed to trauma, okay? So, as stated in the beginning of this course, and I told you all in the week one last week, is you will add another component to your school-based intervention plan in each of the modules. So this is adding another component to your school intervention plan, okay? So please feel free to edit content from assignment 1, but in this assignment, you will need to focus on the addition of theories and specific techniques that can help those students having difficulty from being exposed to trauma. Okay? You may create your intervention plan however you like, but the additional resources section for inspiration and free design and presentations tools. So I want you to review the additional tools that you have, and these are here. for, you to decide and pick a platform that you want to do, okay? And again, be as creative as you want, and, use the tool that makes the most sense for you, okay? But the main ask here is to focus on the addition of theories and specific techniques that can help those students having difficulty from being exposed to trauma. That is the main ask for this assignment. And the instructions are the following. Research, choose, and thoroughly describe 2 counseling theories and specific techniques that help students who have been exposed to trauma. For example, what theories are you going to use? We talked about solution-focused, narrative therapy, CBT. Which one would you use? And so please add at least 2 theories to your school-based intervention plan. Also include an infographic you created in assignment 1 as you begin to assemble your comprehensive school-based intervention plan, which you will submit in signature assignment number 4. So again, each module will have these assignments and you're building on each week, okay? And which will create your comprehensive school counseling intervention plan, okay? So for this assignment, I want you to include the infographic that you submitted week 1. In addition to that, I want you to include what's being asked here, which is to research 2 theories and specific techniques that help students that have been exposed to trauma. Okay? So, for this here, I want you to include the following. I want you to identify 2 counseling theories or techniques that help students who have been exposed to trauma. Write a focused description of the 2 counseling theories and techniques that you chose, and then explain how the 2 theories or techniques would be effective for students who have been exposed to trauma. APA citations need to be included where needed. Okay? Remember, this should be designed to communicate appropriately to all stakeholders who impact students' lives. That includes administrators, teachers, parents, districts, outside agencies, etc. Okay? Please be sure to include both preparedness and response in your plan. Okay? So, to recap, for this assignment, you will be submitting the assignment from last week. Okay, you'll be submitting that. In addition to that, you'll be submitting a new infographic based on 2 theories that you chose that help students that have been exposed to trauma and that address these bullet points here. Okay? That's what you will be submitting. And again, the ask here is to remember that be cognizant and aware of who this infographic will be given to. Okay, and these are your stakeholders: administrators, teachers, parents, districts, etc. Okay, these are additional resources, that we've shared last week, so they're here as well. And the points for this is 15, and it's due Sunday by midnight. Okay, so that is what I have for you all for this week. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. And again, I do apologize for the internet snafu, but hopefully next week we should be ready to rock and roll. Should be ready to go by Monday, 6 p.m. So thank you for that, and I'll see you next week. Take care.